Hello everyone, Manathrall here, and welcome to the month ahead, but also the year ahead video for RuneScape and the updates that we know of that are going to be coming out this month within a short time. But they actually did mention some stuff that's going to be coming out later on in the year. But for start, we'll go with January. This is what is actually planned for this month now. Keep in mind the stuff that are after January is up to change. There's no actual guarantee. And this month is actually a very good one. I will say that. Okay. So for this month, they plan on releasing the Stalker creatures, which is going to be level 71 and level 99 variables, which also is going to have a new link to Demonheim. And it's going to have a link to Dishonor Among Thieves. You have to have that quest done to be able to access the dungeon that it's going to be tied to. Now, one of these creatures will be dropping, or if not both, will be dropping the Hex Hunter Bow, which will now be a level 80 weapon. So, it's a good way to get a high powered weapon without going and fighting next. Now, it's supposed to be a very rare, so it's hard to say how easy it's going to be to get. It might be easier to get the Zyrite than the Hex Hunter, so keep that in mind. But also, there's going to be pets, there's going to be the bow, like I said, and there's going to be lore, a whole bunch of stuff that you can actually get, but it's also going to be for high tier arrows to fletch and loot, so do keep that in mind. So that's all going to be going on with that. And this is going to be the 17th anniversary for RuneScape, so they are going to celebrate a little bit. So do keep that in mind. Now for the rest of the month, the Elder Simulacrum, the Elite Runecrafting outfit, I can never say this Maculum right. I'll probably actually butchered that. Outfit will be coming out. So, oh no, this is not the Runecraft. This is the Runecraft one's already out. This is the Divination one. So excellent. So there is that, and then to combine it together, they're going to be having these skilling outfit head add-ons are going to be soon obtainable in game as well. But for the Elder outfit, you have to collect fragments while you train Divination and then fuse them together, and then you'll make the outfit to gain exceptional benefits. Pretty awesome. They're actually going to just have that one pretty simple to get, no special thing, which is actually fantastic. Okay, so there is going to be now, there's an underused item, the Bacteriminal bolts. They are now going to be redoing something for them and making enchanted Bacteriminal bolts. It's going to add any effect to Bacteriminal bolts from one of the 11 enchanted gem tip for altogether a tiered up result. And so that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure exactly what they have in mind for that, but that should be very interesting. And they're going to be introducing changes they made to the Aura bag, which is following our feedback. So whether the whole thing's coming out or just a small part of it, I'm not sure, but with how they are wording everything, it's going to be the whole thing. So no longer are we going to have to search our bank through different things. It's going to be categorized and between combat and skilling, and then there's going to be some subcategories if I remember correctly. So this is fantastic news. Hades Skull and Fenrir are coming back, which you know what that means. There's going to be a lot of XP coming with that. Vic the Trader is going to be coming back with bonus XP unlocks, XP, and more. And then to top it all off, for Sliske's endgame, you will be able to replay that quest now. So that is all really good news, actually, as far as January is concerned. Now, on to the rest of the year. This is just the highlights. By all means, there's going to be more stuff than this, and there's going to be different stuff than this. Keep in mind, this is for the first quarter of the year right now, so this is February, March, and April. There is stuff listed for later on. I did check it out earlier. They are going to be doing the Clue Scroll overhaul is coming relatively soon. There's going to be a new tier. There's going to be new rewards, which includes the Second Age Saradomin gear, which is apparently actually going to have stats from what I had heard. Whether it just ends up becoming cosmetic, I'm not sure, but it's supposed to actually have stats, and it's supposed to be pretty darn good. It's going to be better than the Third Age gear, so it should be pretty good. There's going to be a Robin Hood outfit and dragon masks. Now, we already have a lot of dragon masks, so I'm very curious of what those dragon masks are going to be. But there's going to be a Clue Scroll log coming with it, which has actually already been tracking our information. There's going to be hidey holes for the emote Clue Scrolls. There's going to be a Clue Scroll outfit that makes Clue Scroll hunting even easier. There's going to be fixes to Clue Scrolls, and there's going to be stackable caskets. The capacity to hold up to 25 caskets of each clue tier, which for you guys, that means that we can actually start doing Clue Scroll videos, which actually kind of makes me excited, because I'll admit, every single year it seems to always happen for me. I'll play RuneScape hard throughout the year. I'll get kind of tired of it around December, so then I'll take a break during December, and that's when all the freaking holiday winter weekend stuff happens. But I'm already all RuneScaped out, so I don't feel like playing. That's why, some of you guys haven't seen me on there, because I just been kind of RuneScaped out. But anyway, that means we can have Clue Scroll casket openings. You just gotta let me know how many casket you guys want to see at once. Keep in mind, the lower the amount, the more the videos will be produced, but the higher the amount, the less the videos will be produced. Either way, I have no problem doing it. It's just let me know how many caskets total, how many caskets of each you'd like to see, or if you just want to see a healthy mix of all into one big video. But also Solek is coming, and he's a big giant tree. He's a big giant ent, but in this battle in the Grove, you will be able to get level. That's where he's going to be. He's going to be in the center of the Grove. You'll be able to get tier 92 crossbows for the effort of it, which I hope they change the location of where you hand in for. Well, I hope they have it very easy for people who just want to go in there, hand in the farming XP, mini game, rather than, well, not mini game, but weekly D&D, rather than have them get stuck into that battle. I hope they have a good method for this. But there's also Pieces of Hate, which is a humorous but serious quest to finish off the current pirate series. Now, that doesn't mean there won't be more pirate quests, because they did want to emphasize on that, but this is going to be the last of Rabid Jack. So there is going to be more, but this is more focused on Rabid Jack. And also there's going to be the deep sea fishing, which is absolutely immaculate of an idea. There's going to be a lot of fish in one area where a lot of people can kind of interact with each other and fish. There's going to be a bunch of stuff together, high and low levels. The only thing is, as it currently stood, they were going to be having it within the fishing guild. You'll be going into the fishing guild, you'll go and hop on a boat, and it'll take you to the location of the deep sea fishing. However, I hope they change that, because it would be amazing to have it so you can have a location where all players can come together from level 1 to level 99 with max XP. I think that would be an amazing idea. But there's also going to be different D&Ds in there. There's also going to be different mini game like things where things just happen. So it's going to be very interesting. There's going to be a new fish, which is a sailfish, which was not to be confused with sailing. It's sailfish. They're They even said they could remember sailfish is an actual fish. Please look it up. It doesn't have to deal with sailing. So, but yeah, this is kind of a joke for them with, that part of it. But it's going to be coming. Another thing that is coming is in the first 3 months, there's going to have a bank rework taster, which there's going to be some of the bank reworks changes are going to be coming within the first 3 months, and then later on in the year is whenever the bank rework beta is going to be coming out. Now, they say a quick fire round, but there's also going to be these things within coming out too, which is Group Ironman, and it says the difference between that being that linked Ironman can now trade amongst themselves and participate in multiplayer content, such as group bossing and dungeoneering. But it also is going to highlight and show that people who are just solo Ironman, so people who are solo and want to stay solo, you will be noticeable. Another addition is going to be safe cracking, which they say it's similar to the Elder Trees, and it's going to be like thieving, but it's going to be for thieving, and you'll be traveling to vaults and castles across Gielinor for XP and new rewards, which can be unlocked from the Thieving's Guild. Hopefully there's a lot more than what they showed the last time, because they showed one thing. It's just like, well, this is kind of stupid, but hopefully they added to it since then. In which the only thing it would be useful for them is if you're out thieving and you need a lockpick. It's like it would be the only useful thing out of it. So hopefully there's a change to that. There's going to be a mining and smithing beta coming within the next few months, which is actually fantastic. The spring fair is going to be returning, and there's going to be less focus on rune coins to participate. It will also home the Easter event, so that is actually really good news. There's going to be a minigame hub, which is going to be bringing all minigamers into one location and cutting some of the more underused minigames in the process. Now, I'm hoping in this whole thing that they plan on bringing an AI to some minigames, because the biggest problem with minigames, to me, in my eyes, is not so much that they're boring, it's just the fact that there's not always enough people to play the minigame. Bring an AI, make it fun for people, make it so it's available anytime. That's the whole thing. They're going to have a chance to rebuild Edgeville after its Dragonkin decimation. So there's going to be something happening there. Brimhaven will have a brand new high-level agility arena and accompanying a graphical rework. So Brimhaven's getting a lick of paint. They're introducing a calendar of events in games so that you can see what's happening in Gielinor at any one time. So that's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be a double XP weekend that will take place on the 23rd to the 26th of February, and it says there will be a 24-hour Game Blast live stream. So they said get prepared, get ready for that. The rest of 2018, RuneScape Mobile is due to be launched late in the year, but they are planning on doing that this year. There's going to be more betas, there's going to be surveys, and there's going to be showcases, and then depending on the feedback and how it goes is going to depend on when it gets released. But their goal target is late this year. The mining and smithing rework they're actually announcing right now they're intending to release it in the third quarter of this year. So that would mean brain's not functioning. You got what, October, November, December is the fourth quarter. So somewhere between July, September, August, somewhere in those 3 months, they're planning on releasing it. But there's going to be a new mining area coming with this, new smithing rewards, quality of life, rocks. Agility is going to have a purpose when it comes to, especially to this, so do keep that in mind. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff So do try to get ready for that. The bank rework, it says right here, is dependent on RuneScape Mobile, which is why they decided this post-launch. They said we've separated out the items that aren't as many as we could for release early in the year. Namely, as part of this, of the first quarter of Bank's rework Taster mentioned above. So that means, depending on how smoothly RuneScape Mobile goes, depends on how Bank rework goes. So the sooner they can get RuneScape Mobile done and all good, that means that team can then be finished with that and they can go and help out the Bank rework. So keep that in mind, but the Bank rework is supposed to be probably towards the end of the year. It just all depends on how mobile goes. So I'm kind of disappointed about that myself, but I know you guys are as well. Next, there is going to be a quest they mentioned with needle skips. It's supposed to be a murder mystery quest which you can solve by entering clues into magical artifact. That's all that's listed about it. So that's going to be kind of interesting, but kind of curious to see how that goes. But this is stuff that they said, keep in mind, this is an outline, it's a plan, it's not 100% guaranteed, things can change. But they do plan on doing this kind of stuff. Clans are going to be getting a lick of paint this year. Okay, so they've been collecting information from clan people or members and leaders, and they got prioritized, areas of where they need to head into. They said they need clans more versatile to manage. They want people to be introduced to clans early on, guided to the best content. They want clans to feel a little bit more competitive with each other. So they're going to be bringing more and more stuff into it. But it does say RuneScape Mobile comes first, so it's going to probably heavily depend on that and the Bank rework. Hopefully the Bank rework comes before the clan rework. Well, clan additions. And then there's also going to be the skilling offhands. There's going to be they have reworked projects to fix Dailyscape and improvements to Shattered Worlds, among other things, to go this year. So that is actually a huge amount of stuff. 2017 had a lot of stuff to come to it, so they got a lot of stuff to come over through with all this. So do keep in mind, this is the plan for the year so far. They didn't release too much information going down the year, but they do have some stuff listed that are past, April. So we got news on the Mining and Smithing rework. We have news on the Bank rework. So let's just hope that the RuneScape Mobile goes extremely well, because then that'll mean the Bank rework can come even faster. But that'll actually do it for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.